Miss Jennifer, and I'm the PYP librarian. And this morning I'm going to give you some information on Webpath Express. Now, Webpath Express is a search engine that will allow you to do research with your child or your children at home. And it can be very powerful. It's different than other search engines out there. Unlike Google and some of the others that are available, Webpath Express is one that has been vetted by teachers and librarians. And what that means is all the sites have been looked at by librarians and teachers, and they have decided that these are good quality sites for children to use with relation to school. So this is the Talim website, and this is for all the schools. And I'm going to open that right now. I'm going inside here, and I'm just going to type that address in. Okay, Libraries Talim at AE. And what we see here is Welcome to Talim, and that is the Talim website, and we will go over here to Uptown School. Now when we open this, we see this is for our entire school, Uptown School Libraries. There's a lot of sites here, links to different sites that you can look through. A lot of them are high school sites, but there are some that are related to the elementary. We have down here grade 5 exhibition right here. So anyway, there are some useful sites, but what we're going to be looking at today is inside of catalog. So we'll click on catalog here. Now, this gives us all of our information. This would be a library search page, and it searches for various books inside of the library. We are going to be logging in, and for all the students that are in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, most of them have now received their usernames and their passwords. And their usernames are the first initial of their first name and then their last name. And the password for most of the students is the name of an animal and a number. So maybe that can help them remember. I have written that all down for them. Me and Miss Nicole did that when we set them up. So they should all have that information, but in case they forget, that's a little clue. So in here, I have an account set up just for me to use. Now, if a child does not have their username and password, they can still use the site. It's just that some of the things that allow you to save them and get back to them again and find other information won't be available to them, but basic searching options will still be there. So if we click on My Information here, this is not really related to Webpath Express, but might be helpful for you. A lot of times your child can't remember what books they have checked out and you're trying to find them. Each child will have a My Information page, and it will tell all the books that they have checked out. Going back to the catalog here, okay, and we will see that we have the library search, and we'll go down to Webpath Express. Okay, and this is the search engine that I was telling you about. So when we go inside here, we can do a search on any keyword or any topic of interest to us, and we would just go in, and a lot of times I do animal searches, but it can be anything. It could be anything related to science, social studies, biographies, anything. And we see here, this is the list that has come up of teacher-approved and library-approved sites. We see there are quite a number of them. There are 1,000. So, one thing you might want to do is to make sure that is at their grade level, their reading level. So many times when they're on Google and in other places, they have a hard time finding things that are at their grade level for reading and interest. So we'll go inside of there, and then we need to hit Get Results. And now we see at this grade level, we have 397. Let's pick one here. Oh heck, let's just go with the first one here. They're all good sites. And this is A to Z animals. And we see here on this page we have some pictures and we have a lot of other information here. Okay? Okay, so we see that this is a pretty good site, and if we decide that this is something we're interested in, we would go back here to our Webpath Express site, and we can click on it. Actually, I've already saved this site. I must have done it at another time, and it's already in our list. So let's pick a different one. And we'll look at this one. And we'll look through the site and see if it's another one that we find of interest. Okay, and then we go back and we say, oh, well, I really like that one too. So we'll go ahead and we will click, we'll add it to our list. Okay, so pretty easy to search that way. I do want to make sure that you can go inside of resource lists here. This resource list is how we get back to those sites. If we want to find them later, the ones that we added, we go into resource lists. These are public lists, and we need to go into our student lists. We hit view, and we see that in my library materials, because I can also save library materials, I don't have anything now selected, but if I go into websites, here are the sites that I selected and some that I had from before. Anything that we want to remove, we can remove. Okay, the URLs are all here so they can share with their partners. We can make that printable so we can print it out to send to someone. Gives a little blurb about each. Okay, and then we go back. The other handy thing to remember here is that it can also create citation lists for you, which is required for a lot of projects as they get a little bit older. The teachers want to know what sites they used. Okay, this is our reference list or a citation list. And so that is a lot. There, if you look around, there's other information. It can tell you if there are videos inside, if there are interactive games or whatever. But that is the basics. If we then go back inside Webpath Express, I'm going to show you one other way to search, which is sometimes can be just sort of a fun way to do it, or if a lot of times if a child needs a project but hasn't really established exactly what it is they want to be researching, this is just sort of a fun way to search. And we see that we have everything broken down by a visual search. And if we wanted to go inside, oh, let's try country studies this time. It breaks it down further. We continue to drill down if we're interested in Australia. Okay. And maybe we're interested in finding out about Australia Day. And we see there are 9 sites on Australia Day. Again, we want to select the grade level. And now we have these sites. So that's one other way to search. Okay? So I hope that's helpful to you. If you're helping your kids with research at home, remind them to try to use this. It can really help them in their research. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching.